Hi everyone, welcome back to Calamity Hills. This is Honeywell, and yeah, it's been a long time. Now, I haven't touched Calamity Hills since before Christmas, but before that, I spent an absolute ton of time on the neighborhood, importing the map back into SimCity 4 to redo the roads, trying to figure out a decorating scheme. I spent a bunch of time. There's some changes to the map that we're going to go over, and I want to decorate one spot across the street from our starter houses in the center of town. But I know you guys, when we talked about this earlier, you just wanted to kind of stick to the apocalypse challenge and get it done. And I'm all for that. I'm ready for the apocalypse to be over too. But I'm really enjoying the neighborhood aspect. So I think what I'm going to do is anytime that we're out in the neighborhood, I'm just going to put a piece of construction tape up on the thumbnail. So for those of you who aren't interested in this, you can go ahead and skip right by these videos and know that you're not going to miss a thing. So yeah, I'm not sure how long this is going to be. But however long it is, if you're just following the Dagneys, you are not going to miss a thing because I'm not going to go into the lot until the next video. While you're away, I went ahead and expanded on our science decoration. As you know, as we lift the careers, we're trying to put in some bit of neighborhood decoration in to symbolize the lifting of those careers. Now with science, we went ahead and we put in these wind turbines to symbolize the electric coming back. But one of the other restrictions in the flavor text is it's part of what you need to do to restore vacations to the neighborhood. And it adds in, it says, flights have been restored. Now, so I went ahead and put in just a small little airstrip to kind of help flesh out and decorate this area. And also as a way to kind of access the town. Now, well, I don't think anyone else would think about this, but I do. There's not a good place to put in a train on the map. There's no one long road kind of serving as like an entrance to the town. All the waterways are closed. So airport just made sense, made a lot of sense to me in this particular instance. And along with that, in the future, I thought it would be nice to put some kind of business lot up here, player-owned lots. Now, in the center of town, I don't imagine there's going to be any player-run businesses. There may be, but right now I don't have anything in mind. But in the outlying community, I would love to have little businesses where they make sense to add them. Now, up here, I could see some sort of souvenir shop, a player owning a souvenir shop because it's right outside the airstrip. Or more likely, I could see keep in mind that this is still all a work in progress. This is not finished. I've just been penciling in ideas. Also, I could see some sort of a wilderness or welcome center kind of leading up to the trail. So maybe we could have a kind of a combination, I don't know, maybe a pet store, some kind of a nature museum and a pet store combo someone could own that we could plop right in here before it goes up to the trail to the ruins. So that's this area right here. I'm really happy with how that is turning out. And I think adding the road up to the airport was a good idea. The terrain is still bad, so we'll still have to work on that. Now, one of the things that one of the things that I'm trying my best to do is to make sure we have some nice scenery from lot view. And to that effect, I've been working on trying to come up with some custom content. I went on a downloading spree. Any custom content I've found, I've downloaded it. But I'm also trying to, I also made some shrubs to kind of work as like a terrain. And I've also experimented with making custom rocks for the terrain. So this rock right here hugs the terrain, and the benefit of that is you can decorate over it. So you could go ahead and put some rocks and flowers around the edges of this, and really come up with something nice that you'll be able to see from lot view. Now the problem with that that I've had with that is in some of the lots this disappears, and I'm not sure why it does that or what I would need to correct it. So this right here is a work in progress along with everything else in this neighborhood, but that is what I'm experimenting with right there. Another part that taking into the lot view consideration is I think I'm going with these trees right here. This tree, and this tree are all Max's trees, so they're low enough poly where I could feel like I could spam them, completely spam them without any problem. And I guess we could do this over here. I had this decorated, but I went ahead and changed some of it. Now, with this, I was thinking that I'd want to have some sort of guardrails. So let's see if we can get we can pick those up again. Some sort of guardrails. I went ahead and downloaded every little bit of custom content that I could find. And I'm sure there's lots out there that I haven't found yet. But I will be, if you know any nice neighborhood custom content, please do send it my way. Lady Silverwood already helped me out coming up these amazing cows by Maxon. We'll get over to the farm area in a minute. So I think one of the things, as you know, we have all of these cliffs in the area. So one of the things that I thought would be good is we definitely want some sort of barriers. So we have that. And then I said I like these trees. So around the edges, I thought we could add these in. And I don't know. I think I kind of like go in a square and a triangle pattern, and that seems to give me a pretty good distribution of the trees. So you'll see a triangle, 1, 2, 3, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's been working out pretty well for me. I don't want these, because the point of these trees is to kind of give decorations for the people living in these houses. So, yeah, whoops, wrong one. I'm in cameraman mode, by the way. So, Q is lowering the camera for me. So we're in these houses. They kind of have nice decorations, and I like we're definitely gonna have some sort of fence along these highways, and I like these combination of trees. And let's get some of these ones in. I don't know what there are. The walnut trees. When and again with the triangle, but I think that is plenty. I don't want to overdo it with that. as I've already overdone it. And I think that gives a pretty nice, it disperses them pretty well. Yeah, maybe a little bit too many for this small area. Now, I didn't go over here because I plan on putting a restaurant and bar on this cliff. So there's no point in decorating that. And this, again, this is all kind of temporary. And then along with that, I wanted to have some nice plants. Again, we'll just put in a few up here. Maybe, where are those big purple plants? Maybe some of these big purple ones. Put in a couple of these. And then, what do we have? We have some of this really nice, I don't know what this is called. Coleus, I think it was. I don't know, but I like it a lot. As kind of a ground cover. That's going to cover a lot of the area, and you'll be able to see this from lot view, which is one of the main benefits of it. And maybe, let's go and make sure none of this is sticking up too bad. No, that looks good. Maybe a little bit more down here. I like that, and let's put in some rocks. Some big rocks. I don't know. Oh, maybe this one will work. Let's maybe right here. Maybe not. I don't know. No, I really want some of these rocks over here. I don't know that I like that. Oh, that's better. There we go. That's good. That's good enough, right? Yeah, and let's put in some of these purple flowers, if I could get the if I could find them. We want flat ones, not ones that are on an angle. Yeah, and let's fill in the spots. Do I want to use this Chinese lantern? I think maybe I do. We have a lot of that up there already, using that kind of as flowers. And then in between the gaps here, we're just gonna spam some of this stuff in here. Not everywhere. This is fascinating stuff, right? And again, I like to get something down, and then I'll go back and tweak it. But once I have something at least to look at and edit to see what I don't like, then it kind of all starts coming together for me. So what do we have here? What does this look like? It looks over the top. It looks really crowded and like crappy crafts stuff. Let's take out some of this stuff. Yeah, especially these pink trees, because I think that's what's making it look really, really too much. Maybe one of those. Let's move that down. You know what? Let's get rid of that tree too. Let's move that one up. I think it is the trees are coming down too low. So let's move them up a bit. And maybe get rid of some of these purple flowers. Yeah. And maybe put a tree down here. Okay, I like that. You could see that we're going to want to continue it though. Maybe continue the flowers over this way, or like this shrubby crap. We're not going to get a good look at a good one of these. Maybe continue that up this way. Instead of having it kind of stop so abruptly. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to carry that trail of flowers up. And maybe I don't like that rock down the bottom. Let's take this out for now. And once we start decorating, if you hold down escape, it'll and run your mouse over it, your cursor, it'll delete wide swaths of stuff. Okay, so I think that is good. Maybe a little too heavy-handed on the trees, but we'll see. We're going to leave it like that for now. And let's go into lock view real quick and see what this looks like. Ignore this house, by the way. I uploaded some recolors of the bespoke set, and I was playing around with outfitting this house for Wally and Jan, because they're going to need to move out of the tower soon. And yeah, I think that looks good. This tree, I'm still not sold on what trees we're going to use for. Well, we definitely don't want any trees in the front of the house. So I think this looks good enough. So if you were playing this house, and I mean, The Sims 2 is never going to have amazing scenery, but I like the look of this. Just to give a little nod, I think that there's too many trees here, but you could see what I'm talking about, a neighborhood view, how all of the terrain disappears. So that's what I'm trying to address with my decorations, so it doesn't look too awful. And no, this rock, there's in some parts, depending on the lot that I'm at, some of this rock disappears. I'm gonna really have to ask to see if anyone knows what I can do to fix that, because if it disappears, that's the whole point. Like over here, this section that's coming through, the train is coming through. But how nice would that look? You'd have some of the nice rock terrain. We could put flowers all along there, and that would be really nice, right? Say yes. Yes, it would be. Okay, let's get back to the neighborhood. Yeah, we can save that. So what? Yeah, I like that. So this looks good from this direction. Maybe needs improvement from this direction, but it doesn't look that bad. I think I just need to really weed out some of those trees maybe and put them closer to the guardrail. But that looks good. And then down over here, in addition, I changed out these rocks over here. I really kind of like the idea of putting these tall, I don't know what kind of trees they're called, these tall trees and flowers along our highways when there's no houses. I like the look of that. And that little forest over there looks good from this part. Just a little bit too thick, I think. Now over here, in addition to in addition to the town roads that we added to the town. Did I go over this? I can't remember. One of the things I did when I imported the map back into SimCity 4 was to break up this block of road. If you go back to the very beginning of episode 42, if you forget what the town looked like, you can, the first couple, like minute or two of that, you can go ahead and go back and get a look at it again. But I'm going to put in a municipal building, village green, graveyard. If I didn't talk about it, that's what I'm going to do. Now over here, I created a road and extended it down here because I kind of want a little waterfront area over here. I put some rocks in so you can see them from lot view. And I also thought this would be a good spot for a waterfall. But that is a long way off. I'm not sure if this is going to be a commercial waterfront or if it's residential beach houses. But I thought that would be nice. And it ties in with our little lookout area over on our Founders Square Park. If there was a waterfall, I mean, something for the people to look at. I fleshed out our farm area over here. Love it. It's like everything else, it's still temporary. Let's go ahead and get up here and look at these adorable cows. I think these recolors are by Maxon. Somebody made them into neighborhood decoration. Well, obviously Maxon did, but I'm not sure whose cows these were. Probably Beck's. They're extremely high poly, but I think they're worth it just because, you know, cows. They're cute. So we have a little farm area up here with like a little pasture, another little farm down here. And just like with the nature, the idea for a sim-owned lot, the nature lot by the airport and the trail to the ruins, I thought over here we could have a nice either a farmer's market or a produce stand, and I'd also like to have a really nice residential farmhouse. But that is all in the difference, all in the future. I downloaded just a ton of neighborhood decorations, and my absolute favorite, the cows and these fields here. I love them so much. These are by, I want to say, the Great Cheesecake. They're by Great Cheesecake Persona. And on their post, they were concerned. They thought that the polys might be too much. But these aren't high poly at all. They're only like 230 polys for the highest poly season, which would probably be like summer when everything is in bloom. That is nothing. A Maxis tree is like the improved Maxis trees are like 132. So like 2 Maxis trees is the same amount of polys in one of these farm fields. So spam them all you want. Again, I'm going to be adding some of these in here. I'm just not sure where yet, because I'm going to want to make sure the houses are placed nice. I don't think I'm happy with this road. Like, I kind of earmarked like a 3x3 farmhouse here. But I think I would rather have the road come out this way and put the farmhouse facing the camera, just like we are here. And then that would determine where the farmer's market's going to go. We would also be putting some residential housing down here, like nice houses, not these little cheap little boxes that we have up in our town square that the Dagneys are filling up, but more interesting houses, a little bit different sizes and stuff. I thought we could put down here, and then up top. I thought we could put some really extravagant houses that are too big that no one's going to want to play. But we will see. Okay, and I think that is it. That is where we're at with Calamity Hills. I am very happy with how it's shaping up. And yeah, thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching. If you like these neighborhood videos, go ahead and leave a like on this, and that'll encourage me to post more of them. But until next time, when we come back, we will go visit the Apocalypse Tower. Baby Una is still outside in that bathroom, and they are just waiting for us to clean up the ashes, put in a greenhouse, and all of that good stuff. But that is going to be for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.